I'm trying to understand why is it the 2002 Masters of the Universe sticker that's on the He-Man package is crooked. I don't get it. I mean, I got it right next to the Skeletor package that's from the same carton box, and the Skeletor one has the sticker straight. The one that's on He-Man looks like it's dancing. All right, it looks like the title font for a movie, like when you're watching a movie and the title block comes on, and the thing is like in motion, right? It's still moving. Yeah, that's what it looks like, right? Why couldn't they just apply it straight? What if I wanted to keep this mint on card? Hey, what's up, guys? Ken here from the Retro Toy Escapades channel in Malaysia. I woke up this morning and I saw there was a notification from YouTube that the channel has hit 3,000 subscribers. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Can't express to you enough just what your support has meant to me. To commemorate this occasion, we're going to be checking out the review for He-Man 2002. Now, just like with the other card back instructions, the pictures tell you what you can do with one of the accessories. It tells you to fit the power sword in He-Man's hand, but it ignores the other accessories that he comes with. He comes with the most accessories, by the way. He's got the shield, the power axe, and not that you need to know what to do with them, but I find it curious that they only concentrated on one item. Now, just like it was with Skeletor, the artwork references something that's directly taken from the Masters of the Universe 2002 cartoon series, and even uses the images of Adam and He-Man from that cartoon show. But it doesn't mention explicitly anything related to that universe, alright? You thought that maybe, yeah, it would be a great time to tie in that whole He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse storyline that they did, but they just glossed over it, probably for copyright reasons, I'm not sure, but it is smart in the way that they've incorporated this whole new universe into the toy line without explicitly mentioning any part of it. It's like you could have the toy designs from that universe in physical form, but you just can't have any mention of it in print. Now, like I mentioned in a previous video, I was always really excited when this version of He-Man was actually announced to be made into an action figure for Origins, because it's literally the design of the very first He-Man toy that I actually owned for myself. Alright, I never had any of the vintage MOTU toys when I was growing up. I know I've got viewers here from all over the world. I love to hear your stories about how you guys grew up with the toys. I grew up seeing the toys, but I never actually had the chance to own any of them. But this is the one that I could actually purchase back in 2002 with my own money. It is nostalgic to me on a different level altogether, and I'm really happy that they're going in this direction as part of the overall Origins universe. But I do still want those original 80s designs. I do want that series to be completed, but I am happy that they're breaking out into other directions as well. The new head sculpt is good. It's not great, but it's good. Alright, He-Man here looks suitably cranky, like he's about to get down to some business. He's definitely a much older looking He-Man than the version that we saw in the 2002 cartoon and even in the toy line. Definitely much older and yeah, much more pissed off. I would say that the hairdo is pretty much on point. The colors though on the hair are a little bit too yellow. Or honestly, it's just really yellow. So that's maybe one area that I would have liked to have seen toned down a little bit. But overall, I have to say that this is still a very good face sculpt. It's certainly a lot better than the majority of alternate hits that we've gotten for He-Man over the past 1 year. Think about it. Now, the design of the symbol on the chest armor does differ from the 2002 original, but it still pops because they went with a very bright and striking red color tone. And if you notice in the background of the symbol, they've gone with some very reflective looking paint that's applied onto some textured detailing, so it definitely does not look flat. The redesigned belt buckle is very authentic to the spirit of the 2002 design, and I love seeing this. I love seeing new belt buckle designs on MOTU figures. Elsewhere, he's got the silver bracelets on both of his arms, and this is also an authentic design touch from the 2002 original figure. The boots are pretty much standard. The colors are much darker, definitely. On the back of his head, we get more detail work thrown in onto his hair, just more generous folds of blonde, striking blonde hair. The back of his chest armor has the slot for you to insert his accessories. This is nice. And then when we get down to the back of his shorts, there's a surprise Easter egg because we find a pouch sculpted right there. A lot of people were commenting that this version of He-Man doesn't have the pouch like the 2002 figure did right in his front, but they've cleverly inserted it on his back, all right, specifically on his butt right there. So there is a pouch. Now, there are a lot of very satisfactory design touches added to this origin size figure that closely replicate that of his 2002 original. Far better, I think, than the Skeletor figure did. Okay, weapons check. Now, the power sword that he comes with is puny, all right? It is just tiny. Come on, guys. The beauty of the 2002 accessories were that they were ginormous. Okay, they were like oversized even when measured against the scale of the 7-inch figures. Having said that, the detailing on this is pretty awesome. All right, it's got a lot of very intricate detailing here, and it's got the same kind of shiny, glossy paint coating that Skeletor's blade came with. I like it, but they did skimp over a lot of the paint details that were on the original. There's no orange, yellow or green highlights. The mega-sized battle axe is the same. It's smaller than the original, but it's very nicely detailed. Okay, it's just soaking with detail. Can you see it? And the two blades on both sides. All right, these have even more glossier coating to them. Look at that. All right, look at this thing shine. Okay, and it's so smooth. All right, it's like a layer of, I don't know, plastic, glossy plastic that's on the blade. Right. Anyway, it looks great. And when you flip it around, yeah, you know, it's kind of hypnotic. Now, the shield finally introduces a touch of red to the weapon accessories. And although the red color is great, but the shield, man, this thing's like a frisbee, okay? It's so small. And you know what? This actually, I thought this bit here was cracked. Okay, can you see those lines in there? Yeah, I thought it was a crack in the plastic, but they actually worked in some kind of detailing. And some of the edges of the shield are not that even. So it could be an attempt to introduce some kind of battle damage to this thing, which is interesting because none of the other weapons seem to have it. Now, the other thing that must be pointed out is that this entire thing has got a very soft and cheap feel to it. Okay, it's almost bendable. Look, I can bend it. Compare this to the sturdiness of Pighead's shield that you saw in my last video. Now, that thing was like titanium compared to this. But once you've got all the weapons on him, I gotta say, damn, the figure looks fine, guys. He looks totally fine, because I think a big part of the reason for that is if you were to compare him against the Wave 1 He-Man figure, that figure was just totally bland, right? I mean, I don't know, nobody probably wants to admit it. Even the weapons, I know they were like sort of true to the style and visual design of the originals, but they were just bland. This thing is just filled with so much rich detailing, and as such looks much better on display. Now, here's a shot of He-Man with his original 2002 action figure counterpart. This one's still sealed on cut, but I do have an extra one, which I'm going to bring out shortly. But as you can see, the weapons here are ridiculously huge. They almost seem to overcome the figure. But that's how we expect them to be, all right? Now, here's the spare figure, and this guy's made an appearance in the previous video as well. As you can see, he's fallen on some hard times, guys, some real hard times. Because the truth about these 2002 figures is that they just didn't hold up too well. And if you were playing with them with one hand, the other hand has got to have some super glue on it, for damn sure, guys. But we do have the spare accessories that we can bring out for our comparison. You can see just how massive that original power sword was, and how the added colors, the green and the red, really helped to define the sword better. And wow, that is one giant ass looking shield. It's like you're watching Star Wars and that's the Death Star orbiting Endor. You know, it's either you want to order the small cookie or the large one. Which one is it, guys? The small cookie or the giant cookie? And that original battle axe, man, this thing was just colossal, all right? It's big enough to split the walls of Snake Mountain. Now, the original one also had a bit of reflective paint to it, as you can see here. And if you were to just sort of like flip the blades around on both of them, yeah, like that, it's kind of like doubly hypnotic, you know? Yeah, look at that, just extra hypnotic. Now, if I were to bring out the original Wave 1 He-Man out here for a comparison shot, you can clearly see the difference in quality and detail. I mean, come on, that original Wave 1 He-Man, that figure was good for September of 2020. But the times are changing, fellas. There's a new champion in town, and he's right here with the Wave 9 He-Man. Now, check this out, fellas. I've been waiting to do this for a while. It seems the original 2002 oversized weapons do fit very well on this new Wave 9 He-Man figure, alright? And he looks so much better. He's supposed to be exaggerated like these. The weapons are supposed to be like bigger than him, all right, where possible. And I really like this look, in fact. So hey, look, if you guys have any requests, you want to see a particular photo or a shot or something like that, like maybe you want to see He-Man's head on Montana's body or something, just let me know in the comment section. I'll be loading up photos, all right, as you request on my Instagram page. Do follow me there, retro_toys_escapades. Follow me right there, all right, and I'll be taking requests, all right, since we've just hit 3,000 subscribers, guys. Anything for you all. Okay, so that's the video, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the Wave 9 MOTU Origins 2002 inspired He-Man figure. I really want to hear what you think of him, what you thought of the video, and of course, I'll catch you guys again real soon right here with more content. Thank you and take care out there.